Hi everyone, this is Heba from my little journal, and today I'm going to be sharing the new Kelly Purkey pocket page kit. This kit is called Best of Time, and I'm really excited to share it with you. I will add all the links for these products down below if you want to grab this kit for yourself. So we're going to start with the stamp set, which is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's all about the time, and you have different fonts and different kinds of numbers for you to use. It has a clock that you can add those little arrows to put the time in there. Digital, AM, PM, the time is now, the best of times, the worst of times. I love this, and I can't wait to use it. I think if you are big at adding journaling, the dates, and the time to your layouts, this is the stamp for you. And this week, my project life, we did a lot of things in one day, and I'm going to be using this stamp to add the time to my pictures and my little cards. So that's the stamp you get. It's a 4x6, beautiful. Let's start with the cards. Now you get obviously 4x6s and 3x4s. You will get your label sheet. I love the label sheet because you can cut them out and all the colors match your cards, so it's perfect. And if you don't want to, you can always use the back side. You got this little clock with 3 clocks and good morning, good afternoon, good night. So you have it in green and in orange. It's beautiful. I love that Kelly Purkey added those navy blues and the purples. They just match so nicely together. They're so beautiful. I really love this card. Most likely be using it. Leaves for fall. I love that in orange. And then, oh, hello there, a new season. You have it more in like that orange and then different colors that match all the cards. So those are the 4x6s. I love them. Very pretty. Let's look through the 3x4s. And they're always double-sided. So the 3x4s have a lot of the reds, the purples, oranges. You have October. I love it. And a lot of that navy blue and the red. I love this green. It's gorgeous. It's okay to take your time. Some leaves with Hello Autumn. Orange in the back. There's that navy blue and purple again. Really, really pretty. I love that combination so much. And some journaling cards. I might be using this one today because I'm going to be journaling on this layout a lot because there's a lot going on. Then we have, oh yeah, I really did have the time of my life. And then you have this card, black and white, and then colored on the back side. Life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. Very pretty stripes. I just really love the colors that Kelly used this month. Our time is now, and then you have it in orange in the back. All the colors match nicely, very fallish, and I can't wait to start. So let's start working in my project life. This is week 28, and I'm going to be using this beautiful Kelly Purkey kit. So stay tuned. Okay, you guys, let's start working on my project life. This is week 39, 2017. Now, I had a lot of pictures this week. My kids were on fall break, and we got to do a lot of fun things together, so I had a lot of pictures. That's why I will be adding an insert. I will also be using the back side of this insert. So you get 3 spreads in one video, which is pretty outrageous for me. You guys know I only do 1 spread a week. Anyways, I am matching my cards to my pictures, and I like how it looks, so I will flip over my insert because I still have pictures to add, and I want to match the backside of this insert to my 12x12 layout because when you're going through my album, you'll see both these pages at the same time, so I really wanted them to match. So I'm going to go through my cards and match my cards to my layout. I am done adding my cards and pictures, and now I'm going to start working on my insert. I will be adding week 39 to my title card. I will use my Kelly Purkey Washington Heights stamps to stamp out week, and then I will use my best time stamp set to stamp out 39 on my title card. Using that same stamp set, I'm going to stamp out the time is now right on top of that 39. And I just stamped it out in gray ink. Now I want to journal, so I'm going to use my little journal card. I'm going to journal about this day. My daughter got to remove her braces and she was really excited. This was a long day. You don't get to go in and just leave and never come back anymore. It was a process, so we went in twice that day, and in between my daughter made some sushi for us. So I wanted to journal about that, and then I went back to my best time stamp set, and I'll stamp out the best of time. It's in a little, it has like a little check box, and then it said the worst of times, and you get to check which one you wanted. So obviously I checked the best of times, and I am done with my little 3x4 card. I'm going to stamp with my stamp set again, and I'm stamping out the time because, as I said, we went in twice. The first time we went in at 8:45, so I'm going to stamp that out. I start by stamping it on my picture, which you guys know I love to stamp on my photos, but I didn't like how it looked on my photo. I guess because there was a lot going on in the background, so I just thought I need to stamp it on white paper. So I grabbed that, and I'm gonna stamp out 8:45. I wish I stamped AM. I totally forgot to stamp AM, but that's okay. I did add that in my journaling, so I guess it's not a big deal. I'm going to fussy cut that out, and then I will be adding it to my picture. Now before I start working on my 3x4 card, I'm going to flip them over. I like the darker one on the right, so I decided to flip them. I will be using this little stamp that says like his story, her story, and I got this from the Kelly Purkey Traveler's Notebook kit. I'm going to punch it out with my circle punch and add it to my card, but I felt like it looked pretty blah, so I'm going to grab one of my 3x4 cards and use that purple side and just punch out smaller circles and kind of play around with how I'm going to add it to that card. I've never done something like this. You guys know I'm pretty simple with my project life, but because this card is so dark, I kind of wanted to brighten it up a little bit, but I really wanted to use the card. So this is what I came up with. I'm going to use my tiny attacher and staple them down and stick them all together. Now, because this day is all about my daughter, so I decided to use this 3x4 card to stamp out "It's Your Day," because really it was all about her today, and she was really excited about removing her braces. So I'm using my Kelly Purkey Washington Heights stamps to spell out "It's Your Day." I really want to add the time to both my 3x4 pictures just because it all happened in one day, and I want to remember what time we went to these appointments and when my daughter made some sushi for us. So I'm going to be using the best time stamp set, and I will stamp out my time on both pictures. So I'm done with this side of my insert. I'm going to flip it around and start working on the other side. Now, in the beginning of this video, you saw me already choose my cards and my pictures, and now I'm just going to start embellishing. I'm going to work on this 4x6 picture of my son's new, I think that's a Wii Switch, and he has been collecting his money for a while, working really hard, and then bought himself this Switch, and he was really excited about it. So I journaled about that, and I used my Kelly Purkey stamp set to stamp out "Good Things Take Time." This is also from the same best time stamp set. I'm just adding a little puffy heart. I added it in the middle, but I end up moving it. It looks pretty good, but for some reason I move it. It's not going to stay there. I will go back to that same stamp set and stamp that clock right in the middle of my coffee cup, and I'm going to stamp out the time I was having my coffee. Moving on to that 3x4 card, I'm going to stamp out "Better Together," and this is where I move that puffy heart. I will add it right above my stamp, and I like how it looks. It just adds a little hint of color. I will also be fussy cutting out some of my Kelly Purkey labels and adding that to that group picture of my son when he went and volunteered for a great organization called Love Beyond Walls. I want to journal about that, so I wanted to add a little label for that. And of course, I will grab my tiny attacher and staple that down. For this 3x4 picture, I wanted to use my Kelly Purkey alpha stickers in white, and I'm just going to add fall right above my feet, and then I'm done with this insert. I'm going to move on to my 12x12 layout and start working on my title card. I did a lot of stamping on this side of my layout. I started with my title card, and I just added the stamp that says "This is my kind of crazy," and I really like it. I will also be using that same stamp set, and that's the "This Is Us" stamp set. I'm going to stamp out the little box and stamp "This Is Us" right inside that box. Fussy cut it out and add it to this family picture. I love the stamp set just because it's all about family and togetherness. I'm even going to go ahead and use the same stamp set to stamp out "Love is Love" right in that O for October. And I love that "Love is Love" stamp so much. But anyways, I want to journal about this day. Now, on this day, we went on our date night. But sometimes we take our kids. I know you're laughing at us right now, but we do that every once in a while, and we call it family date night. And there's certain things the kids really enjoy doing, so we take them along with us. And on that day, we went to see the Cirque du Soleil show, and they were really excited to watch that show with us. So I'm going to journal about that. This best time stamp set is going to help me add the time and my journaling We did a lot of things throughout that day, so I wanted to kind of break it down by the time. I did edit out a lot of my stamping because it's kind of repetitive. I'm just journaling, stamping, but I'm still using that same stamp set. I told you guys that I'm stamping a lot on this layout, and I'm still gonna be stamping. I stamped out Remember This Moment on this 4x6 photo. It's a really pretty shot from the show, and it was really one of my favorite moments from the show. So I just stamped out Remember This Moment. I'm gonna be moving on to my little flip pocket. I'm going to be stamping out the time on one of my Kelly Purkey labels, fussy cut it out, and then add it to my picture. I'm going to use this clock stamp to stamp it randomly on this filler card. I just felt like my filler card needed something, and I sped this up a little bit so you don't get extremely bored watching me stamp the same stamp over and over again. Using the same labels, I will be stamping out. They aren't perfect, but they're mine. I'm going to fussy cut it out and stick it on this 4x6 picture of my kids. And then I believe my little flip pocket is done. I'm almost done with my layout. I'm just going to be adding today with some alpha stickers, and I will stamp right under it the time is now, and then I believe I call my layout done. Don't forget, today is release day at the Kelly Purkey shop. Everything you see in this video is releasing today, and I will be adding all the links down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!